Good morning, Algebra 2 students. Today's lesson is going to be on rational exponents. Our objective is to write expressions with rational exponents in radical form and vice versa, and then simplify expressions in exponential or radical form. So in very simple terms, we're going to be working with powers that are fractions. Powers that are fractions. So first of all, the definition of a rational exponent. The definition is that b to the 1 over n power is the same as the nth root of b. So for example, x to the 1 over 2 power, or x to the 1/2 power, is the same as the square root of x. There's nothing in the index, but this could be written as a 2. And then vice versa, x to the 1/3 would be the cube root of x. X to the 1/5 would be the 5th root of x, and so on. So evaluating expressions with rational exponents, 27 to the 1/3 power would be the cube root of 27, which, using our perfect squares, perfect cubes, and so on, using that list that's on the board, and you should convert that into your notebook and keep referring to that, but the cube root of 27 is 3. 16 to the 3/4 power would be the same as the 4th root. So the bottom number in the fraction is the root of 16 to the 3rd power. Now, in simplifying these mentally, as we should be able to do these without the calculator, you should always do the root first. So the 4th root of 16 is 2. And then 2 to the 3rd power is 8. Okay, you could technically take 16 to the 3rd power and then take the 4th root of that. But again, none of us are going to know what 16 to the 3rd power is mentally. If we have a negative exponent in this example, I would ignore that negative exponent to the end. So I'm just going to do this would be the square root of 4 to the 3rd power. And the square root of 4 is 2. 2 to the 3rd is 8. But since that exponent is negative, it would be 1 over 8. That's using our definition of negative exponents. 81 to the negative 3/4. This would be the 4th root of 81, which is 3, to the 3rd power. 3 cubed is 27. So since that is a negative power, it would be 1 over 27. So again, these are the ones that you should be able to do mentally, using those perfect squares, perfect cubes, and so on. Simplifying radical expressions. This is just to show that all of our same properties are the same or follow. So for example, in the first one, we're multiplying two numbers together that have the same base. And as you remember, when we did something like this before, let's say x to the 3rd power times x to the 5th power, we would keep the base and we would add the powers. So in this example, we're going to keep the base. We're going to add those powers. Now those powers are fractions, so in order to add them, you need to have a common denominator. And then we'd have 10/5. Keep the denominator and add the numerators. That'd be the same as x squared. In the second example, we've got power of power. So if you remember when we had the power of a power, our rule was to multiply those exponents. So we'll do the same thing here. When we multiply the fractions, remember, we multiply top, top, bottom, bottom. Or we could do some cross-canceling. We could cancel those 3's. 2 goes into 4 2 times. So it'd be x to the 1/2. If you multiply straight across, it'd be x to the 6/12, and you could reduce that. All right, so use this video, please, to go through, and there's an assignment in the Chapter 7 of the Schoology folder to complete. The first 5 or 6 problems are dealing with properties of exponents, which we talked about on Tuesday and Wednesday. Hope you have a great day and a great weekend.